Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and welcome once again to Alex Asks. And yes, it's only taken us 2 months to get to the next one, and I've got a bit of a disclaimer about that. Unfortunately, I've been struggling with just one thing after another. There have been quite a few things happening at awkward times. Every time I had a little slither of a little gap in the schedule, it suddenly got blasted out of the way, or something else took its place, and also, I didn't take the initiative when I could have done, and sort of looking back on it, there were loads of opportunities when I could have done it, but I didn't. But I've got a new system in place, so this won't happen again. Alex Asks will now be happening Mondays at 9 PM UK time. If you don't know what time that is, wait until you see it and then find out, because I'm not going to sit here and list a load of times because everybody's from all sorts of different places in the world. UK time at the moment is BST at the time of recording. It'll soon not be. It'll soon be GMT, so there, as you can see, is very professionally done here. We've got a little question block up here, smiley face, exclamation mark. I like to think that's because everyone's excited or surprised about it. And of course there's a carrot down here because everybody needs to eat their vegetables to stay healthy. But moving on to the matter at hand, last time I asked you lovely lot, do you think that the NX in the form that Eurogamer leaked can be a success? Nintendo1 says NX needs good marketing to be successful, and for the love of God, please do not be named Wii Me. Nick, I think we can definitely both agree on that little factor there. In fact, when the Wii U was officially announced, and bearing in mind I've been a long-time Nintendo fan for how long? Honestly, too long. When the Wii U was first revealed, I genuinely thought it was a peripheral to the Wii. Yeah. Honestly, Nintendo. Sarko Green says, I think it won't be as successful as the Nintendo Wii, but we'd be very successful though. Alex, I love your sarcastic stare. Well, thank you very much. I don't know which of my stares is considered my sarcastic one, so I'm going to give you this one, which may be the same, may be different, for absolutely free. Zonaken says, yes, it will be successful once they install microwave oven to make popcorn, a rocket launcher to kill those anti-Nintendo trolls, and a recipe book on how to cook duck for dinner. I should have read that one. Vinny Funniness says the NX will be a success if there is a waffle iron built into it. This is very similar to the previous one. Game Guide 2502 says, I hate to say it, but I think the NX will fail at the minute. Not many non-Nintendo fans will buy an underpowered system. I concur. I mean, look at the Xbox One. It is not stacking up against the PS4. It's got pretty much the same games, very similar power, but it is just not holding up. Nintendo need something new and fresh, and so if it is in this form that we've been talking about with the detachable controllers, that should be something that they can hopefully work with. Sadistic Kitten says the NX will do brilliantly as it will come packaged with an exclusive free Miyamoto. As much as I admire your optimism, there is only one Miyamoto. Well, there's only one Shigeru Miyamoto who invented Mario. As it happens, Shigeru Miyamoto is it's not quite like John Smith, but it's not exactly as unique as Alex Olney. There are very few people with that name. Shingo Sawatawi says, yes, of course, an underpowered console can be popular. After all, people bought the PS4. I can kind of get where you're coming from, but the PS4 is the most powerful, standalone console, I think, isn't it? I mean, you get those sort of Steam boxes, but I'm pretty sure, are they as powerful? I don't know. Infinity Master says, Alex, FYI, the NX removable parts mechanic has been done before, and it's called the Razer Edge Pro Gaming, and that thing did not sell well at all. Of course, you can argue that Nintendo has a stronger presence, and therefore a stronger impact if it did the same thing, but again, it didn't make if it didn't make acceptable sales or a news buzz when the same idea was, it just runs out. We've heard it time and time again, it's been done before, Nintendo can't do it. But you look at things like touchscreen gaming devices, they had been done before the DS, but just Nintendo has this knack of getting things right somehow, and I don't know how, or why, or what that special secret Nintendo sauce they have is, or whether it can be distilled for other manufacturing purposes, but they have it, and I think they can do it proper. Matthew Digamus says, hey, thanks for putting my comment in. You're welcome. Uberan says the NX could well succeed if all the current rumors turn out to be true. It all depends on how well Nintendo markets things and how good the launch lineup is. Avoiding content droughts would definitely help. Nintendo handhelds have always done well even if their sales were rocky at first. If they market it as a handheld more than a console and make sure that it gets the same kind of support that the 3DS did with the very big first-party titles, their consoles normally would get this thing could be potentially a huge hit. I think I completely knackered that at the end. I totally agree, as so many other people have said in the comments that haven't been featured featured. Yes, marketing is so important, and it is so important to get it right, because good lordy, they basically didn't do any with the Wii U. The 3DS has had a bit. I don't know what it's like in the States, but over here, we've had basically nothing Nintendo for a long time now. We had some Splatoon, that was it. J. Maldonado, good lord, I'm choosing long ones today. J. Maldonado says, I imagine this thing will be like an iPad that has all kinds of apps on it, except you can play your awesome games on it. The fact that you can hook it up to a TV will make it even more portable. I had to reread that sentence because that's not portability. I travel often and can imagine taking my NX to the dock and hooking it up to the hotel's TV. I see, that kind of portable. That still doesn't make it more portable, but I like it anyway. You carry on. Honestly, though, it could just be a cardboard cutout and I'd probably buy it anyways. Go Nintendo. Red Durank73 says, I think with the NES Classic console and the early stages of Pokemon Go fame/hype, Nintendo's credibility has skyrocketed to the point where the NX will be sold at a healthy rate. I don't know if it would have made too much of an impact, because things like the mini NES console, was it? The mini NES Classic Edition, it's known as something else over here, I can't remember what it's actually called. That will only appeal to the core markets that Nintendo already has. The lifelong, the hardcore fan base, sort of other people are not going to be that interested, I don't think. I don't know, I could be wrong. Nevertheless, things like Pokemon Go have indeed increased Nintendo's credibility tremendously, so hopefully that will give them a helping hand. And finally, PMerx puts it simply and says, people who have dev kits already love it and want to put their games on it, so I think it should do well. Well, that's about as simple and sensible as you can get. Massive thanks to everybody who left a comment. Unfortunately, I cannot read all of your comments out because I am only one man after all. However, you do have a chance to get one of your comments read out in the next video. And so, my question for you this week is, what features do you wish the Mini NES Classic Edition had that it doesn't? Would you like to put more games on it? That one's kind of a bit obvious and a little bit boring. Loads of people have said that. Would you like to be able to use different controllers? Let us know down there in the comments. Who knows, it may get read out by this little number right here, by which I mean my mail. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you shine a bright light towards that subscribe button? I'm just doing monkey see, monkey do right now, and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. But anyway, moving on to the matter at hand, last time I asked you, lovely lot, how do you...